Hi there, my name's Tim Vendel and I'm a junior at Purdue University. I'm in the Construction Engineering and Management program and I'm here to talk to you today about my summer internship of 2023. To start off, the company I worked for this summer was M.A. Mortensen Construction. I was up in their Minneapolis headquarters in Golden Valley, Minnesota. My role there was a solar design phase intern. This meant that I wasn't on site, and instead, I was in the office at their headquarters. You might be asking, what is a design phase engineer? A design phase engineer supports a team in achieving scope and scheduling of the work. They also manage multiple projects and the project team to lead them into the right direction of completing milestones. Design phase managers also assist in regulatory approval and permitting processes. They also prepare bid packages and project manuals. This meant, for the summer, I spent a lot of my time doing these roles that a design phase manager would do, except on an intern level. To start off, I worked with our client Duke Energy on multiple projects throughout Florida, some of them being Winky Pin, County Line, Trinity River, and Sundance, which is a project that we lost on week 11 of my internship. All these projects were solar fields that Duke Energy was using to create energy and put electricity into towns and homes around the area. To show you how big these solar fields are, here's a picture of the Columbia project we worked on for Duke Energy, which is a 74.9 megawatt field located in Fort White, Florida. Another company I worked with throughout my 12 weeks was Xcel Energy. I created a bid package that includes some of these projects, such as SPS, PSCO, Cunningham, and Plan X. These projects were used for a greater bid package that we presented to Xcel Energy as a way to get them to choose us for the project. Most of these project locations vast from Colorado to New Mexico to Texas to even Florida. All the places were just kind of around, but these were the main states that were used for solar fields. Why did these projects move from concept phase to reality? I think a lot of this has to do with the team that was involved at Mortensen. There was multiple roles that you can choose from. There was design phase managers, there was the estimators, there was the VDC group, which is about virtual design, the directors, and many other people that worked on one project at a time simultaneously to try and win them. The reason we won these bids is because of the communication and teamwork that we all put in together to win these projects. Another reason these projects went from concept to reality is because of our long-lasting relationships with companies such as Xcel and Duke Energy. For years in the past, we have worked with Xcel Energy and Duke Energy to create multiple other solar fields, wind projects, to battery storage projects. And that's, I think, the big reason of why they keep coming back to us. It's because of our long-standing reputation of being a company that can get stuff done in a timely manner and a costly manner. Another reason these projects went from concept phase to reality is because of Mortensen's long-lasting impression of being a company that relies heavily on renewable resources. This comes from creating projects with only electrical batteries, to even having a great portfolio of wind projects, battery storage projects, and solar projects. My greatest triumph while on this internship was probably creating a bid package for Xcel Energy. This bid manual contained a lot of information that I've never even heard of in my life. That was the hardest part about doing all this, was realizing that my work from school can kind of correlate to my work in the work field. A bid manual was completely foreign to me until I was introduced to it by Mortensen. This was a tough challenge for me because it involved me communicating to people I've never met in my life to try and get this thing all going up together. A bid manual also included a lot of information, legal documents, and a lot of specifications that I had no idea where to find them. That was probably the hardest part of it all, was trying to find all these files and put them together and making sure they're in the right location without having any wrong files or having the file locations in the wrong spot. It was also hard to do since this was like some type of legal work, and it required me to realize that the work I'm doing will affect how they may or may not win a project, which put a lot of stress on me and kind of didn't, but it was neat to see that I was a part of a bigger picture, and I hope that the bid manual I created was sufficient enough for us to win the project and hopefully keep going on from there. There was a lot to learn during my 12 weeks at Mortensen. The biggest part I had to learn was the sad reality of losing a bid. During my 11 weeks of internship, I put in a lot of work, effort, and my best to try and get the Sundance Solar project. Being chosen out last second from Duke Energy really had a toll on us in the company, but I guess it taught me to keep moving forward no matter what. We can't win every project and we can't lose every project, so it's just best to keep trying until we actually do win it. Another thing I learned was how to communicate with someone when you're in need of help. This may sound stupid, but when you're in a company like this that has a lot of experience, it was tough for me to realize that the people around me actually want to help me, rather than think I'm annoying for asking questions that might sound really dumb to them. I'm glad that people around me were able to help me without realizing that I'm like a pain to them or sore to them, and I'm just glad they helped me out and showed me the right things to do so I can keep continuing that later on down the line. There's a lot to learn in 12 weeks, and I was just trying to soak up as much knowledge as I could so I can come back to the company hopefully in the future and create an even better impression on them and hopefully get a full-time offer one day. Doing my first internship gave me a small glimpse of what to expect in my future. This internship, I was sadly in an office by choice, but I know next year I'll be on the field at least. These little 12 weeks gave me a glimpse of what to expect in my future and my life later on. It also taught me that the field I'm in is something that I really like to do and something that I love to continue to do as my work. Overall, I would recommend anyone looking into the office space to really give it a shot. It really expands your mind a bit more to see what's going on behind the scenes, and it makes you appreciate the people that are working behind the scenes to get the project done.